Imagine you are an archaeologist, digging up the secrets of the past. You stumble upon something that looks like a normal artifact, but when you examine it closer, you realize it is unlike anything you have ever seen before. It defies all logic and explanation and challenges everything you know about history. What would you do? Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystery Zone, the channel where we explore the most fascinating and mysterious phenomena in the world. In today's video, we are going to reveal 11 facts about ancient artifact finds that scientists still can't explain. These are not your ordinary relics, but rather enigmatic objects that seem to belong to another time, place, or even dimension. Some of them are so advanced that they make us wonder if ancient civilizations had contact with aliens or otherworldly beings. Others are so bizarre, they make us question the very nature of reality. Are you ready to be amazed and perplexed? Then stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. Fact 1. The Ulfbert Swords. The Ulfbert swords are a group of medieval swords that were forged in Europe between the 9th and 11th centuries. They are distinguished by their high quality and their inscription of the word Ulfbert, which could be the name of a swordsmith, a brand, or a magical formula. They are made of crucible steel, a type of steel that is very pure and hard, and that was not produced in Europe until the Industrial Revolution. It is possible that the steel was imported from Asia, where it was known as Damascus steel, or that it was made by a secret technique that was lost over time. The Ulfbert swords are the best swords of their time and are a mystery of metallurgy and history. Fact 2. The Baghdad Battery. The Baghdad Battery is a set of 3 clay pots that were discovered in Iraq in 1936. Each pot contains a copper cylinder and an iron rod, and is filled with an acidic substance such as vinegar or grape juice. When connected in series, the pots produce a small electric current, which could have been used for electroplating or medical purposes. The pots are dated to the Parthian period, between 250 BC and 224 AD, and are the earliest known evidence of electricity. However, there is no record of how or why the ancient Mesopotamians invented or used the battery, and no other similar devices have been found. Fact 3. The Long Yu Caves. The Long Yu Caves are a series of man-made caves that were discovered in China in 1992. They are carved into sandstone and cover an area of about 30,000 square meters. They have a uniform style and structure and are decorated with chiseled patterns and pillars. They are estimated to date back to at least 2,000 years ago and are considered to be a monumental engineering feat. However, their origin, purpose, and creator are still unknown, and no historical records or traces of tools have been found. The Long Yu Caves are a mystery of ancient architecture and culture. Fact 4. The Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are a series of giant geoglyphs that were etched into the desert floor in Peru. They depict various shapes and figures, such as animals, plants, humans, and geometric patterns. They cover an area of about 500 square kilometers and can only be fully appreciated from the air. They were created by the Nazca culture between 500 BC and 500 AD and are believed to have religious or astronomical significance. However, their exact meaning and function remain a mystery, and some have speculated that they were made by or for extraterrestrials. Fact 5. The Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is a linen cloth that bears the image of a man who appears to have suffered crucifixion. It is revered by many Christians as the burial cloth of Jesus Christ and is kept in the Cathedral of Turin in Italy. It has been subjected to numerous scientific tests and investigations, but its authenticity and origin are still disputed. Some claim that it is a medieval forgery, while others argue that it is a miraculous imprint of the resurrected Christ. The image on the shroud is not painted or dyed, but rather formed by a chemical reaction or a burst of radiation. How did the shroud acquire such a realistic and detailed image, and who is the man on it? Fact 6. The Stone Spheres of Costa Rica. The stone spheres of Costa Rica are a collection of over 300 spherical rocks that are scattered across the country. They range in size from a few centimeters to over 2 meters in diameter and weigh up to 16 tons. They are made of granodiorite, a hard volcanic rock, and are perfectly round and smooth. They were carved by the Dikis culture between 300 BC and 1500 AD, and are thought to have been used as status symbols or markers of sacred sites. However, their exact purpose and meaning are unknown, and some have suggested that they have a connection to the stars or the Earth's energy. Fact 7. The Dropper Stones. The Dropper Stones are a set of circular discs that were allegedly found in a cave in China in 1938. They are made of cobalt and have a spiral groove that contains tiny hieroglyphs. They are said to date back to 12,000 years ago and tell the story of a group of aliens who crash-landed on Earth and were killed by the local people. The discs also supposedly contain information about the aliens' origin, culture, and technology. However, the existence and authenticity of the Dropper Stones are highly controversial, and many consider them to be a hoax or a legend. Fact 8. The Crystal Skulls. The crystal skulls are several human skulls that are made of clear or milky quartz. They are claimed to be ancient artifacts from various civilizations, such as the Maya, the Aztecs, or the Atlanteans. They are said to have mystical powers, such as healing, telepathy, or prophecy. Some of them are even believed to be alive and to communicate with their owners. However, most of the crystal skulls that have been found are proven to be modern fakes, made with tools and techniques that were not available to the ancient cultures. The origin and purpose of the genuine crystal skulls, if any, are still unknown. Fact 9. The Piri Reis Map. The Piri Reis Map is a map of the world that was drawn by a Turkish admiral and cartographer in 1513. It is based on various sources, including ancient and contemporary maps, and shows remarkable accuracy and detail. It depicts the coasts of Europe, Africa, and Asia, as well as parts of North and South America, which were not yet fully explored by the Europeans. It also shows Antarctica, which was not officially discovered until 1820 and without its ice cover, which suggests that it was mapped before the last ice age. How did Piri Reis obtain such advanced and precise information, and what was his intention behind making the map? Fact 10. The Rongorongo Script. The Rongorongo script is a system of glyphs that was used by the people of Easter Island, a remote island in the Pacific Ocean. It consists of about 120 symbols representing animals, plants, humans, and geometric shapes. It is written on wooden tablets and is read from left to right and bottom to top in a reverse boustrophodon manner. It is the only known indigenous writing system in Oceania and is believed to date back to the 13th century. However, its meaning and function are still unknown, and no one has been able to decipher it. It is thought to contain genealogies, legends, rituals, or calendars, but it could also be a form of art or decoration. Fact 11. The Nebra Sky Disk. The Nebra Sky Disk is a bronze disc that was found in Germany in 1999. It is decorated with gold symbols, representing the sun, the moon, the stars, and a curved horizon. It is dated to the late Bronze Age, around 1600 BC, and is considered to be the oldest known depiction of the sky and the cosmos. It is also a sophisticated astronomical instrument that could be used to measure the seasons, the solstices, and the lunar phases. It is a remarkable example of the scientific and artistic achievements of the ancient Europeans, but its origin, purpose, and context are still unclear. Conclusion. These are just some of the facts about ancient artifact finds that scientists still can't explain. There are many more out there, waiting to be discovered and solved. What do you think of these mysterious objects? Do you have any theories or opinions about them? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mystery Zone for more amazing and mysterious content. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.